Focus. Enter madness. No. Exit madness. No, we gotta enter. Okay, so. When last we left our stalwart hero, the book projected Pierce into the body of Dr. Colden. The detective watched helplessly as Bradley's friend carried out her inquiry. Confronted with the experiments of Fuller, she got into his office and discovered that the director of the Riverside Institute was hiding information on, if not the body of, Sarah Hawkins. But she was discovered by Fuller. Pierce must save her before it's too late. He injected something into her tummy guts. It was probably unpleasant. I got a drop of condensation on my glasses. It is aggravating. I fix it. You know, this game has a lot of moving plot pieces. I feel like you could put more text on the screen during the loading times. We've got the time to read it all. Oh, good. I was afraid that this cutscene wouldn't play.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive.
All right, we find our way back to the hospital. But this time, having massacred
Priscilla is here, like in the vision. Colden came this way.
having gone toe to toe with a dimensional shambler, maybe we'll have more gumption if caught by an orderly.
What the? Fuller too.
Yes, everyone in town is suffering from insomnia because of the nightmares. Everyone is having nightmares. That is what happens when the god of madness awakes in your small,
right,
ex-whaling town.
Enough time wasted. Colden needs me. I must find her.
Edward, you are so shocked every time you find sleeping pills. Ah, here's Diary of the Pastor's Wife, Volume 1. All right, maybe we can...
diary.
I guess I wasn't able to pick that lock the last time I was here.
What does that mean?
That's the team for their... That's the photo for their softball team. All right, let's take a look at this diary now that we can have the full context. Ooh, I've also got a shitload of points I can spend. Oh, what do? I could max out either eloquence or lockpicking. Let's go with eloquence. There. I am the silverest of tongues. Maybe now I can actually fucking, like, talk my way out of a situation. Abdul Al-Hazred! Oh, you scamp. I was wondering when you were going to show up. Abdul Al-Hazred, sometimes referred to in the works of Lovecraft as the Mad Arab. He is the supposed author of the Necronomicon. I'm still just shaken. Prescription, some notes. Here we are. Unfortunately, you can't sort these into any form of order. They're just kind of in the order you picked them up. Let's see. The Diary of Reverend Wickwood's wife. Her husband, John, built the first Hawkins home called Hilltop at the end of the 17th century. They were among the first white colonists of the island. The previous inhabitants disappeared mysteriously 3 centuries earlier. In this volume, there is mention of the beliefs of the Lost Tribe. They worshipped an entity that spoke to them in their sleep. The whole tribe seemingly disappeared in a mass sacrifice to the glory of their deity. This volume spends some time on Reverend Wickwood's community. His wife expresses her worries about the strange dreams that the Reverend's congregation are having since their arrival on the island. Some members of the community, her husband included, began to speak of their vision as a messenger sent by God. She is scared that they will suffer the same fate as the Lost Tribe. The pastor declared himself to be the prophet. He renounced God and worshipped a strange pagan entity with a monstrous appearance. His wife tried to reason with her husband, but in vain. He was convinced that he must listen to the voice in his head because it holds the truth. Oh, that's, not, prescient of the situation we currently find ourselves in or anything. Let's see. She went that way. So let me check literally every other door first. Shit. Never mind.
Won't get far.
Shit. Oh. Settle down. Settle down. Oh. Bastards. Alright, let's see.
I pray that Colden is really here and alive. An old diary. The Scylla is here, like in the vision. Colden came this way. What the... Fuller, too.
Alright, I think that's all that was in this room.
Right.
Okay, well,
wasted.
Fuck your exploration.
Colden needs me. I must find her.
I can see if there's anything over here. Oh ho! What have we here? The aromatherapy chamber. I saw the cure for wellness, but I remember not liking it, and I can't rightly remember why. Aromatherapy, aquatherapy. Water! Magic water room. Son of a bitch. I thought I left you back at the place.
My God. What is happening to me? What was that? It's as if I'd been transported somewhere else.
Well. Oh, brick walls. Madness, chaos, insanity. Good. Good. Yes, love it. Pits to nowhere.
What happened? Something has changed, but what?
New lantern, different lights? That's a new symbol. It's got horns. Maybe that's meant to be the black goat? That's Cthulhu's symbol, evoking the face and the tentacles. Pseudoscientific work by Cesare Lombroso correlates an individual's morphology with his criminal predispositions. Oh, yes. Yes, that batshit theory. If you're a bad person, it shows in your face and body. Therefore, ugly people are bad. This was considered genuine scientific practice at one point. To steal a line from somebody, humans are not viable as a species. Oh, I see. I do not want to do this thing. This sounds like a very bad idea for me and literally everyone else in the world. Oh, maybe that horn's supposed to be... This is supposed to be Leviathan for some reason, because he has been mentioned. Let's see. I want to go this way. Not. No. Alright, let's try the other lantern. Yeah, it seems about right. Okay, so when we get one of those, like, portal-y doorway how-do-yas, then we switch to the red light, and then we can open the door, and then it looks like then we can go switch back to the green light, and then that will let us pass through to where we need to go. His plan? His plan. Is close enough to plan. So then there will be... Nope, it's a brick wall. Alright. Send Discord message, "Hi, I'm at your front door," on Cthulhu. How goes, Dagron? What's your day looking like? How are you? Okay. Well, now we're just trapped in the fucking bathroom. Somehow I always knew I would die in the bathroom. We don't have the other lantern. And we don't seem to have an available exit. Wait. Nope. I don't think it's a piss bathroom. It's more of a scalding water the crazy out of you bathroom. Also, Shaggy Two Dope is the ancient god of madness and will trump Cthulhu in any and all matters. But mostly... Oh, I ran out of oil, so I'm in the dark. Oh no. I got eaten by the Shambler because I couldn't figure out what to do in time. And my oil ran out. Okay, so what? That's what the bathroom's for. Inviting company over and making them not your friends. Ever again. Oh, wait. Aha!
Destiny. It is trapped you.
Shut up. You don't have eyes. You can't tell me things. You don't know. I've got a lamp. No one's ever trapped if they have a lamp. Yes, first they lock you in the bathroom. Note there is no toilet paper. See how long we are friends now. I predict not very. Well, but that was asylum practice back in the day. They're like, oh, well, he seems not to be responding to group therapy. Let's see what happens if we scald him for an hour and scrub him with like a really stiff wire brush. See if that'll scrape and burn the crazy out of him. Huh, funny, that doesn't seem to work. What if we make it really cold? Chill the crazy. What if we make it really cold and really scalding in like alternating fashion a dozen times? See if that does it. We're doctors. All right. Oh, what are you? Ooh, medicine and secret sciences. More medicine points. No more medicine points? I thought you would be medicine points. You look like you should be. Yeah, we learned all the crazy rests just behind the eyeballs, so let's just carve those out, and we're good. Stab them. And then be like, well, bro, calm down. I just stabbed out part of your eye. Just threw your eye socket into your brain. Chillax. What happens if I raise the light here? Nothing. Great. Let's follow this. Goes through there, goes through there. Goes upstairs. Son of a bitch. I don't have an upstairs. Oh. Goes that way. Nothing. Although that kind of looks like the offspring symbol almost. Get off my case, Shambly. Oh, here we go. Oh, Shambles. That's fucking amazing what passed for expertise. I think that if you have a cut, you should spit and mud in it, and that will prevent the germs from getting in, because they can't get through the mud. Oh yeah, we had
Are confronting powers that surpass.
Of course we had that set up at the beginning of this game, and of course I set it about 5 degrees higher than they want me to, because I'm not here to fuck around and like try to peer through the darkness at what I'm trying to look at. I don't know who it is that decides what an appropriate brightness level is in games, but they're usually very wrong. But we want it to look shadowy and spooky. Yeah, well, it's not spooky if I can't fucking see it. Like, look at Alien. Alien is the expert at using fucking light to make something spooky, because when you're supposed to see the thing, you see the thing. And when you're not supposed to see the thing, you don't. Through there. Yeah, no, the fucking Battle of Winterfell, I couldn't see shit. It's only the goddamn climactic moment of the series. And I'm sitting there going like, I think there's an unstoppable army of snow zombies in there, but I can't tell because it's the middle of the night and nobody brought a fill lamp. Right, gotta go around. Okay, found it back here. This way, through that door, which means... Okay, which means I brought the wrong damn lamp. Unless... Ha. Oh, shit. I have to run out of light again. You know, game, would it have killed you to put a couple of oil cans just dotted around this map? Yeah, alright. See, because getting my face eaten starts to lose its impact after the 4th time. Okay, there's the pharmacy. We don't need to go in there. Here we go. Okay, so what do I shine the light on? This little light of mine, I'm gonna hope it doesn't run out. Because this lamp, for some reason, doesn't seem to run out of juice. I mean, I'm fine with no weapons, because up until now, there hasn't really been, like, a fail state. It's been a game about, you know, investigating a crime scene and looking for clues and deducing, you know, what happened, sometimes a little magically. Like, I can tell by the way that there's not a plate here, that obviously the family was fighting and the little boy was sad and the father was a drunk and cheating on her with his secretary. Like, you're inferring a lot of information from very little evidence, but okay. Magic. Madness. And there have been some minor stealth sections, like, you know, hiding from tentacle cultists in caves and stuff. But this is the first level we've had, like, a recurring threat like this. There was a brief boss fight kind of thing where it was kind of a neat puzzle. It just was not implemented terribly well, but you were in a room with a bunch of different daggers, and you had to figure out which one was the magic dagger that would kill the monster if you cut up the painting that it came out of. You know, oh, what's his name? Dorian Gray style. Ah, here we are. And we're back in Fuller's office. Great. Alright, so I guess now we want to get the green lamp and come back to Fuller's office, where we started this whole thing to begin with. Or that happens. I'm good. I'm fine. You didn't scare me. I'm a big boy. Well, now what? This is where we started. Oh. I suppose there's that. Can I go to the basement now?
It looks like things are back to normal.
Yeah, good. Fuck you, monster shambler man. I thought I killed that thing. Or at least sent it back to where it came from. Okay, so this is where our friend is. She came down here, she went through this door, and she got stabbed in the guts with a needle full of sadness juice, bone-hurting fluids. Okay.
What's going on? It never ends.
You didn't collect enough stars, Edward. You need at least 70. Or you have to do that weird backflip trick that I was never any good at. Oop.
Damnation. That's me.
Hello. Oh.
Oh God!
Wait, there's no door in this cell.
Get out!
Call the fire inspector.
I got.
Am I crazy yet? Oh, I can't access my stats. Oh, there we go. That's how you get rid of the shambler.
Pierce, I found her.
So long,
I finally
you
know
shambler.
what's going on. You must live and find the truth. It is already too late for me.
Golden? What's going on? Was it a hallucination?
Yep. Hello,
Please take a seat
Dr.
and be
Friend.
quiet, Mr. Pierce. I'll be with you in a moment.
Stop whatever the hell you're doing and turn around now.
What you doing there, bud? No, that's not good things.
No, it can't be. No! You son of a bitch! What did you do to her?
I wish I could have done more experiments on you, Mr. Pierce.
I said, what did you do to her?
You shouldn't be sorry for your friend. You should envy her.
Murderer!
She has become one with the master.
Must stop! Golden?
Golden, no. Yep, lost my lights. No light for me. And I can't look at my stats. May the rats eat your eyes. And also your leg.
What in God's name? Sarah.
Oh, hey. You're still alive, too. Everyone's still alive. The kid's still alive. Oh, no. We did find, when we went to the burned room, that the kid was the only one whose remains we found. So I guess that, yeah, it does make sense that she's still sticking... She's still... not pushing up daisies.
What is this? Is it... what?
Sarah.
She's got paint all over her face. Oh, and all over her bed and
He
room.
gave him the gold and I, the azure. I don't see him very often anymore. The green is stronger.
Are you feeling ill?
I'm here, but no.
Let's get you out of here.
It comes in my dreams. Our minds melt like colors on a palette.
Come with me.
It's of the oldest green. A violent living, vibrant. A sea green, maybe. No. No.
Mrs. Hawkins, we must go before someone finds out.
Oh, but he will. He always knows these things when it's about me.
Valid SAN requirement. What are SAN requirements? Whatever.
I have
Taking
seen
it.
the same color. It was not as vivid as you said.
A pale copy. A discarded spawn.
Do you know what it was? Tell me.
I can't. We should not call his name. Terrible, terrible consequences.
All right. Come with me.
He will know. He will find us.
The
One
madness.
more reason to hurry.
Have I seen you before?
Can you walk?
Maybe.
Then let's go before your husband finds us. It was in your studio.
What?
You painted me. That's where you saw me.
Of course. The men in white are coming.
You mean the guards?
This way. Follow me.
I want to see what's here. Nothing. There's nothing here. Fine. He has cursed me to only speak in riddles. I cannot tell you the way of my salvation. Well, Sarah, I hope you're running.
Won't get far. Come out of your hiding hole.
Scamper, 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 scamper.
Okay.
Oh, well, you got that up quick.
Wait. The machine. It's the green. The decaying one.
The gas.
Harmonizer.
Yes. It's not good for living beings.
We don't have time for that.
I am not moving until the wrong is set right.
Oh my
Damn it.
Fine. I guess we'll go destroy the machine. I thought you said you weren't moving. Haha, you moved. I win. No, I'm in charge.
I'd be better off finding a tool.
No, but Donovan's already gone. Wait, what happened to our fucking... What happened to Algernon? He showed up,
Right.
we
That
talked
should
him
do it.
down, he said he would help
Let's
us,
move.
and now we're here alone. Why do none of our fucking sidekicks ever, like, do their job or anything?
I'm your puppet no more. You bastard!
You're my wife. My wife.
Tentacles.
You owe me obedience.
Leave her alone! We're leaving this crazy island.
You are going nowhere. Don't get between me and my wife.
Ew. Now I'm all slimy.
Edward!
Nobody tells me what to do with my wife. How dare you? No! Why should I let you take her away when I could snap your neck?
Valid alternative. Oh, I'm not occult enough.
All you did for her safety was throwing her in this rat hole.
There must have been a shit... If they expect me to make that check, there must have been a shit ton of occult things I missed.
Let Fuller play with her. Stop. I did did everything I could to protect her. But her identity, her power, is what threatens her.
What?
Sarah has seen things, has made things you can't even begin to imagine.
Maybe if you weren't
Still
choking me.
save her if I told you that she is even more dangerous than I am.
The painting! But she refused!
At first, Sarah condemned Francis Saunders the moment she offered him the Wanderer. Sarah has been in the presence of the myth for too long. Even if she were to leave Darkwater, she would still hear his call. And the cult will always be here, waiting for her.
Then we get rid of its members.
You are out of your league, detective. They control the whole island. She will finally surrender to his power, and the world will fall with her.
Slowly. I'm not even tapping triangle right now.
No one can escape the wheel of destiny, they say. But I will change it. I will save Sarah.
Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Let's say this guy got shot like in the skull earlier, and it didn't seem to bother him. Like directly to the dome piece. Chop, chop. After the death of Colden, Pierce, victim of hallucinations, advanced inside. After the death of Colden, it's a fucking interestingly formatted sentence. After the death of Colden, Pierce, victim of hallucinations, advanced inside the Riverside Institute to the point of discovering Sarah Hawkins, alive, prisoner of Dr. Fuller. You got enough fucking commas in there. The last confrontation between Charles Hawkins and his wife has revealed to the man under his monstrous appearance tried to protect her from the influence of the myth. He warned Pierce, full stop. If Sarah succumbs to the lure of the occult, she will lose all free will, allowing the cult to bring its plan to fruition. Summon an ancient and evil god. Henceforth, Pierce must know more about Sarah Hawkins' intentions and find a way to protect her. Protect her.
No parent should have to bury their child.
Unfortunate
Knowing
for
it's
you.
me that put him there. The guilt will never go away.
I feel your pain.
I'll do anything to get him back. Anything. My work was what lured me here in the first place. It began showing me things I never should have painted. Things Charles should never have seen.
What am I to you? I took care of you, saved you from your miserable life. You'll never find a man better than me. You owe me.
I owe you nothing. We'll leave now.
You're not going anywhere.
Always with the strangling, Charles. Is that your only trick?
Mine.
Just as I guessed repeatedly. Well, Silas came together. And fuck the little boy. Let him stay there.
Simon.
Come on. It's over now.
Thanks, Silas. He's got teeths. Oh, good. Algernon's here. Thank you. Let's see. 2 points. What do we want to spend them on? Oh, 4 points. Let's do that. We haven't upgraded that in a while. Psychotic. There is a secret, a forgotten secret, so old and terrifying, which is only divulged in the blasphemous pages of lost tomes or whispered during forgotten and outlawed rituals. Ooh, a poker. We kept the poker. Good. The one we used to stab fucking Charles's throat. Or Sarah used to stab Charles's throat. And then we chopped him with the axe. We chopped him with the axe, she stabbed the throat. Either way, we have the poker. Didn't keep the axe, though. Hey, Brad.
How are you,
What's up?
Bradley?
Ah, it's you, Pierce. I'm just worried about Marie. I mean, Dr. Colden. Have you had any news?
She's fucking dead, bruh.
I'm so sorry, Bradley. I could do nothing to save her.
What do you mean? What happened?
I'm not sure what happened. But I found her body in the cellars of Riverside.
You sure that you've got nothing to do with it? If she hadn't tried to help you, she might still be alive.
I'm sorry. Truly.
It's that slug, Fuller. I swear I'll shoot him. What do you say, Pierce? Are you with me?
Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. What? Okay, I'm gonna just keep picking this fucking strange language.
Have no fear, Bradley. Dr. Fuller will not escape.
I'm gonna go full goddamn
for long.
mad tentacle
Sooner
beast.
or later, he will be judged for what he has done. You just need to have faith.
What are you talking about? What's this story of destiny? No, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna wait for some mystical intervention. I'll take care of him. Myself.
We must do something for those who are still alive, Bradley. Sarah is still in danger as long as the cult is active. We need to see this through, otherwise Marie's death will have been in vain.
You're, the voice of reason, Pierce. As always.
I'm so reasonable. Look at how reason I am.
I prefer to be alone.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who else we got? We had Dr. Colden here, but she's dead. I heard Sarah talking to Algernon. Ooh, excuse me. Doesn't look like there's anything new. Unless... Are there any locks that I missed the first time that I can have another crack at now? Guess not. Alright, let's go see what Sarah and Algernon have to say. If I can find them. Yep. There they are. Oh boy! Oh, it's just the lighting. For a second there, it looked like Algernon was just wearing his fucking beach shorts.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Good. Sarah doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would
I
let you
told you
confront
to-
the occult
He
without
said he was
supervision?
Never mind.
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
Nerd.
Algernon, I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sarah. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
You seem different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong. So ancient. Enticing. Dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now, I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce. But I can't come back to Boston with you.
Why not?
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society. I must get you out of its reach.
I know how dangerous they can be to me. But first, there's the Wanderer. I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No. No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you've made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
I mean, we stabbed the painting. I thought that's... Blah.
Give up. Even knowing the stakes.
Yes, thank you.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen.
Motherfucker,
Algernon
try and
knows
make
of a way
me.
to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
Talk to Algernon. Got it. It updated... Oh, probably just updated that he's dead. Yeah. Yeah, Yeah, let's have a drink. I haven't had a chance to have a drink yet. Slurp. Have another drink. Okay, fine. Let's see. He said he's going to be in Charles's office, but here's the thing. I don't know where that is. Oh, apparently it's right here. Cool.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet.
Yes.
The symbol engraved on it could protect Sarah.
Yes,
Could?
right. He found that in Egypt.
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process.
Hey,
Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
I'm not stupid.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe. The dagger with the strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Put it in a box.
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
I figured it
Allow
out.
me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
Yeah, me too. He
You
attacked
mean
me in
that
the fucking
thing could
hospital.
come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
Well, I mean, you know, you say that, but like, we'd have to do something to make that the case.
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sarah has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains
The call
in
of the
our
Shambler.
reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
Again, the subtitles are just...
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution. I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your Colt.
You
What
mean
does it look
this
like?
gun that I have
It
not
is a
had a
golden
chance to use
amulet,
the entire
bearing
game?
very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
Yeah, I've seen it
I've
all over.
already seen that sign. Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Okay, gotta find this bust.
It's you again.
That's all I wanted to know.
All in good time.
Find the bust, find the amulet, save the cheerleader, save myself. Aha. Wrong bust. That bust was busted. What about over here? How many busts could there possibly be in this house? Sketch of a still life. Well, I think I saw the... I think that first bust I looked at was, you know, where the was the model, but it sounds like we're looking for the painting. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. What? He hit it.
Is the amulet that Drake was looking for?
He hid it in a position somewhere so clever only the most brilliant of intellects will find it. In a box. On a table. Out in the open. No one would think to open the box. Over here? Yeah, I think this is the room. Hey, you.
It's you again.
You again. What if I don't want to give him the amulet? What if I want to just...
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
We're good. Now I can level up this. Cultism's leveling up nicely.
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes. Chief West is here with Sullivan.
Oh boy, good.
Bradley, you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
Hi.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately.
Good things, I hope.
You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police work.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge.
Yep, this is how due process works.
You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
What is with your mouth, sir?
You bet I will.
With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sarah Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police. Stupid police. So yeah, let's see. Excuse me. Burn the hospital down. But, no, at least you can't pin the kid's death on me. I wasn't even here.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater.
Oh, like what?
Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all,
Insulting
arson.
behavior? Is that a misdemeanor? Is that a crime?
With all the liquor that is openly on sale in the middle of Prohibition, do you really want me to believe that you're enforcing the law?
Enough of that. You're not going to tell me how to do my job. I would like to point out that it is you, not me, who is behind bars.
There are things going on right now that are so much more serious than what you accuse me of.
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings. Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything.
I hope you'll bring your throat just a little bit closer.
As it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
Come with you where? You said come with you.
Mr. Pierce, the truth seeker. We meet at last.
Jesus?
Who's there?
It's rain. It's raining inside. Oh, shit. Well, and then I drowned. Oh, hi.
The one men named Leviathan. Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human.
Oh boy!
Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
Well, okay. Then we'll just sit here and have a chat. Let's see if I can speak.
I told you to behave.
I guess I can't speak.
You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse.
Ooh.
The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her?
I assume by that you mean Sarah. Yeah, give me that knowledge. Put that knowledge in my brain.
Is she not the very object of your quest? I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
Put that knowledge in my brain.
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the dimensional shambler is to appear, he will do it here.
Aha.
The shambler. I knew it.
Go give him a big hug.
Not again. Algernon, come back!
Oh, I'm Sarah. Okay, cool. Where's my painting powers?
Where is Algernon? And the Shambler?
Give me my paints. I will summon forth an army of minions.
No way back.
My ankles. What else we got? Got a lamp. Pierce has some points, but can't do anything with them because I'm not Pierce. Okay. Damn it! Why am I wearing heels? The loudest shoes.
How many are there?
Lots. Oh, they're playing checkers.
Hey! You can't leave us!
Sorry, old friend, but it's either you or me.
No!
Damn it, cat.
No! Open! Open up! Open this door! It's here.
No, Mr. Shambles. Don't do it.
The beast is within our reach.
Are you sure you want to do it?
Let's go.
Quickly, come with me!
Okay. As you run straight into a wall.
How do we kill it?
The Shambler can open breaches between dimensions. He uses glyphs as anchors to stay in our world.
Then I must destroy these glyphs.
Exactly.
How can I find them?
I will make the glyphs visible so you can revoke them. By doing so, this zone will be protected by a barrier.
Perfect. Stay inside the shield.
I'll create the protective barrier. Get back inside it as soon as you sense the slightest danger.
Okay. This is barrier?
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Where is Glyph? Here, Glyphy, Glyphy, Glyphy. Wait. Nope. Just blood. Oh, Glyph. Where you go? I'm gonna
Find that
it.
symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
Oh. Great, now I'm playing fucking Slender Man. Slender Man and the three gift
The
glyphs.
first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the
Yeah,
floor.
I'm working on it, Cap. If that is your real name.
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
Jesus Christ. Are you gonna bark at me every 5 seconds until I find this thing? Nope, just a wagon wheel.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor. Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
I'm not seeing anything. Unless there's a part of the room that I've just conveniently missed every single time.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Shut up.
Find that symbol, Sarah. It should react to the light if you use your lamp.
Am I missing something? there.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
What am I missing? What is... Aha!
I need some oil.
Son of a
Get
bitch!
the light if you use your lamp.
I'll never forgive myself for this painting.
The first glyph must have appeared.
The glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no, the Wanderer is back. The glyph is...
Run away! Oh, wow, okay. He was just, like, already on my ass. Alright, well now I know where the stupid thing is.
The first glyph must have appeared somewhere on the floor.
Glyph. I can't move it. Is it acting against me?
The ritual is working. Don't worry, it's just until I ward it off. Oh no, the Wanderer is back. The glyph is ready, Sarah. Run!
You can't get me. Ha 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 ha. Nah.
The second symbol has been revealed. You know what you have to do, Sarah.
Great. Wander around like an idiot and see where the fuck it is this time.
How many are there?
The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
Oh my god. He's never gonna stop, is he? He's just gonna keep barking at me until the end of time. I no longer fear the realms of the infinite mad, for I have met Algernon Drake.
The symbol must be here somewhere. Look closely.
That is what I'm doing.
Thank you. Aha. Okay, how do I get in there?
Where is it?
Shit! Like, I didn't have even any time to...
You startled me, my friend. I have the impression the Shambler is trying to anticipate our actions.
I have the impression you can shut up.
The second glyph must have appeared. He's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he
I
catches
hate
up with
this
you,
man.
try blinding him.
I am glad I have seen his doom. What? Okay. That just had to have been like a quirk of where he spawned, right? That can't be.
The second symbol has been revealed. You know what you have to do, Sarah.
Where is it?
You startled me, my friend. I have the He's getting stronger. The second glyph must have appeared. Let's press on.
Nope. Okay. It's just fucking... Okay, you just can't fucking go through that empty air in front of him. I said so many nice things about this game yesterday and today, and now it's just proving all of them wrong.
You started me, my friend. I have the impression the Shambler is trying to anticipate. The second he's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try blinding him.
Try blinding him? Oh, is that what I'm supposed to do? Nope, doesn't do anything. I still can't go. Fuck with. Ugh. I swear to fucking God.
The second symbol has been revealed.
Okay, so Algernon just gives straight up fucking bad advice. Fucking blind you.
You started me, my friend. I have the impression the Shambler
Don't
is
call
trying to-
me friend.
The second he's getting stronger and more aggressive. If he catches up with you, try blinding him.
There. You absolute fuckwit piece of fucking beard. God, I hate you.
Now is when matters get complicated.
Oh, now it gets complicated. Good. Good. I hope it eats you. I hope you breach the barrier and then it fucking pulls your brains out through your spine and munches them delectably with a fine cheese.
We're almost there, Sarah. Only one glyph left to find. The glyph is near. I'm sure of it.
Release me now! Algernon!
Done. Quickly, bring him towards me.
It's okay.
Great. All right. Now eat him.
He's getting stronger. Well done, Sarah. It's time we were done with this.
Use the painting. Burn it, maybe? Yeah. Yeah, get him. Get him. Take him with you. Yeah. Fuck that guy.
I can hear him. He calls me. No, I mustn't. Algernon, my old friend. It's too late.
Bye, Algernon. You jerk. You stupid jerk. Who I didn't like very much. Sarah Hawkins, together with Algernon Drake, managed to permanently drive the dimensional shambler back at the end of a fierce battle. However, this feat of strength cost her what was left of her self-awareness. She has succumbed to the call of the myth. Good, are we done? Because the fucking shambler, honestly, has been the worst parts of this game. Like, all of them. All of them haven't been directly involved with the shambler. So is he gone? We're done? Shamble no more? Shamble ambading no? I would like that. Instead, let me deal with the pigs.
Hawkins. Why did she do it? Damn it.
Did our guest enjoy our hospitality?
Let me out of here.
I'm warning you, Pierce. I want a short and clear-cut confession. Do you admit your guilt in the case brought before you?
You don't have any idea what's happening on this damn island.
Chief West, we got a problem.
Damn it, not now. What is it this time?
Wait, Chief
Captain
West?
Fitzroy, Chief. Some guys have ransacked Roy's bar. They
Is
went
it supposed to be
berserk,
like
attacked the patrons, smashed the place up.
Herbert's
It's chaos.
grandfather or something?
This is only the beginning. Let me out.
Let's go
Or his
take
uncle.
a look. Tell Sullivan and Marshall to keep this one nice and warm till I get back.
Are you stupid? Don't you understand? Those goddamn idiots.
Idiots, I say. All right. Nope, just take a nap. Go to sleep. Have a sleepy. It's fine. Oh. What's up, Lev? You're my new best friend now. Fuck these people.
As promised, I come back to reiterate the offer of truth. As your mind expands and finally understands the true nature of the world, your perceptions change. Are you ready to see your world and the ones that live in it as they truly are?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Sign me up. I feel like I can't make an informed decision.
Come, truth seeker. Follow the path of the ultimate truth.
Glub glub. Wait, you're not Leviathan.
The same stuff, Detective. Fighters. Survivors. I never would have thought you so naive. It's all your fault. You could have stopped this whole thing. Your army buddies, the villagers, me. We're all in danger.
She has it. She has it the most. Ah! No, not my brains. I was using those. That's where I kept all my smarts. And the knowledge. This knowledge that you're supposed to be giving me. Give me the knowledge.
I can't go to sleep. Keep having the same dream. Or should I say nightmare? That pain in my chest as if I was being skewered. hospital bed alive. That voice whispers in my mind. I keep hearing it, and I don't know how long I'll be able to resist.
Is me.
I may see you in my dreams. I still can't decide if you will be my doom or my liberation.
Doom. Definitely doom.
This fate
Doom, doomy, doom, doom.
may have been written for both of us.
Let's all sing the doom song
What is
now.
right.
All right, my office.
Dom, what happened?
Come, you'll want to hear what these two Egypts have to say.
This better be interesting.
Seems like someone decided to grant you your deepest wish.
A mutiny?
Worse. They killed Chief West.
Oh, good.
What?
And left his body in one of our warehouses.
You're kidding.
They're all yours.
Which one of you is dumb enough to kill a cop and throw him on my doorstep?
We don't know nothing.
The dead body in my warehouse disagrees.
We swear, miss, it's not us.
I don't have time for this. Spill it.
We've got nothing to do with it.
I mean, Kat's got strength, right? That's her fucking thing.
I want to know everything about the corpse over there, or I swear you will meet the same end.
If we speak to you, we're dead. If we don't speak to you, we're dead. What? No! Listen, miss, we didn't see what happened, but we heard. Noises and talkings, like. We've been betrayed.
By whom?
Go, look at the body. You'll find out for yourself.
Interesting. Let's go, Dom. Where is this workshop?
I'll go with you. He must be talking about the old boat repair workshop.
Yeah, they've done nothing wrong.
Apart from killing a cop on our turf.
That's hooey.
Yeah. Hooey.
Do you want me to settle it with some lead?
Scurvy dog, always threatening us.
Quieten these lunkheads down before I shiv the lot of them.
I'll take care of them. A bunch of liquor sponges aren't going to lay down the law around here.
I'll take a look at this workshop. Join me when you're finished.
Yeah, it's weird. We're supposed to be building a character, you know, building our stats, and yet the game keeps forcing us to play as other people. I feel like that doesn't flow very well.
If someone had told me that one day West's work would kill him. Someone moved the corpse here. Where did the murder happen? We came from here. Down the stairs. So this is where West was killed. What's that? What the fuck is that? Where did it come from?
What the fuck is that? Your sister just turned into a zombie. Oh, and back to controlling again.
He wasn't alone. Who were those guys?
Yeah, again, how are you seeing this? It's not just Edward. Everybody on this island has just magical fucking, like, Willem Dafoe from Boondock Saints on steroids powers.
There's only one man who smokes these gaspers. Fitzroy.
You're not supposed to be here, Truth Seeker.
What's going on outside?
Oh, I have a gun? What the fuck? What?
Next time clubs gets one in the head.
Okay. Oh, and now my gun's gone. I shot the two guys, and now my gun is gone.
Dom, get out of here.
I'll cover you, die, you filthy rat!
Damn it.
Okay. Pierce saw Kat's worrying discoveries through her eyes while she was searching for the murder of a cop. She was attacked by some of the island inhabitants. Pierce has yet to find if she did make it. All right. Cool. Now we just start shooting people. Yeah, someone did tell me this game gets much worse in the second half, and it does not appear to be wrong. And it's a shame because we were like building our skills and we were building a case, and then all of that seems to have just gotten thrown out the window.
Pierce, wake up.
What happened?
Take that weapon, you'll need it. Sarah Hawkins, she... Ah!
What? Tell me.
My head! You're coming into my head!
Bradley, damn it, pull yourself together.
You got me. I can't resist any longer.
Whatever they did to you, we will figure it out, so try to calm down. Okay. We both know that Fuller is behind all this. We're gonna catch him, and he will fix it.
I must tell you about Sarah Hawkins. I was unable to stop her.
What do you mean, unable?
She left with the bookseller. They never came back. The doctors told me later they saw her going in the direction of the whaling station.
Damn it!
I'm turning, Pierce, into one of those things.
No! Keep fighting it, Bradley.
It's too late. You have to end this. Do it. Kill me.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Fuck it. Seven available points. We're gonna need strength coming up, it seems. Let's just do that.
I got it. Must get. Wait.
We're still psychotic.
Okay. I can't breathe.
Sarah Hawkins was going to the whaling station. Stop. Oh, God. What am I doing?
Get them. Get all of them. Fuck it. I'm a drunk lunatic.
Thank you. How did you manage to get out of your cell?
The abomination. Kill everyone.
Officer Bradley came to free me.
Bradley and his sense of justice. Where is he?
He stayed at the police station.
Technically not alive.
It's not like him.
He had things to do.
Like
Well, I
decompose.
won't judge him for not wanting to come into this hell. I see you're out of bullets. Take these. Sullivan won't need them anymore.
Thanks.
I guess I have limited bullets. Or something. What the fuck?
What happened here?
Hey, yo, Fitz. Hey, yo, Fitz.
Get off!
Bang, bang. You're not Fitz. Oh, Fitz. I'm coming.
It looks like an old Seaway map.
I have just gone.
Bloody Captain. I'm not dying in this rat hole. Come on. If I find him...
What are you still doing here, Detective?
I need to go to the whaling station.
It's locked. You'll need a key to get there.
Right.
Go get me a first aid kit. I might have something for you.
You were chasing Fitzroy, but now you're here, injured.
How do you know? There were too many. Got us. If I don't get something to stop the bleeding, I'm a goner.
Fine.
I'm coming back with a first aid kit.
Hurry up. I won't last long.
Sneaky around. Do I even care anymore? Like, now they've given me a gun and just fucking... Just who cares? Shoot everyone. That's the answer to the mystery. The mystery of where'd all these bullets come from? Want all the boats removed from the bay immediately. Sailing boats, small boats. No one can escape us now. No one can escape us now. Their fates are sealed, as the great Lord will rise from the depths. No one can escape his grasp. Soon, my brothers, we will rejoice, because the long-awaited moment is now upon us. I'm a mad old sea captain.
And when they found me, they ate my flesh. And my flesh granted them powers and revelations.
Yeah,
You are getting closer, Truth Seeker.
Yeah, I was kind of right. Except
The most precious gift of all. The truth. The ultimate truth about life.
but when did the miracle catch happen?
I prove able to resurrect life, then it will only be a matter of time before I know how to create it. It will be the end of gods, very ancient and powerful.
I'm sorry. I answer all of my problems with gun now?
Truth Seeker is not your savior. Stop using your powers and never again approach the cult. Oracle or not, they will not get you.
You need a truth seeker. Someone with exceptional sensitivity to his dreams. This gift will lead him to this island.
Well,
as I am the Oracle, I speak for him.
Your dad is what led me to this island. Like, I had a dream, sure, but I had no idea Darkwater was even a place until your dad came by.
Track the truth like the bloodhound you are.
Okay.
What has she done?
I can do this. Am I mad? Nope, still just psychotic. Where do I find a med kit? Boat, maybe, or perhaps pantry. Pantry of the bar.
What happened here? What happened here?
Seems like they sealed up the bar. Oh, hey. You're a person. Never mind.
How many died because of this madness?
Literally everyone in town. All of them. Every person. The ones who didn't die directly, you shot.
Who's there?
Am I out of bullets?
Who's there?
you do. Let's see. Here's where we stole the booze.
Looks like St. Brendan's critics finally got him. Probably the cult's work.
Hey, bet you wish you gave me that drink now.
Is that you, Detective? Can't leave the damn island, huh?
I must go to the whaling station.
I'll help you get there if you bring me something to fix this wound.
I'm coming back with a first aid kit.
Make it quick. I'm dying.
I mean, obviously, if I have to choose, I'm going to choose Cat. Because...
Sorry.
I'm not. I hate you. Mustache sideburns. Alright. Yeah, here we got another go find this, and like no indication of where it is or what I should be looking for. Like, it's not like there's a fucking doctor's office or a pharmacy in town that we can... This is getting aggravating. Yeah, like the boiler room key last time. It's somewhere. Warehouse 36.
What happened here?
But wasn't that where the dead cop's body was and then the door just didn't open? It's across from the Saint statue, right? So it's over here. So it's this way. Where's the statue of Saint Bernard? That was over... No, I guess it's not over here. Yeah. It was over here. Okay. So then from here we headed... I could have sworn it was over this way. Oh. Door's closed.
Hey, you! They got the boss. Nasty wound. I wanted to get her the first aid kit in the Hawkins warehouse, but there's one of those poor bastards in it. Too dangerous.
I'll see what I can do.
Wait, so... What? Alright, what do we got? There's the guy. Is this it? Oh, here. So it doesn't it doesn't shoot when you pull the trigger. It has to lock on and register that it's pointing at an enemy before it can go into... Because, if you shoot before that... If you pull the trigger before that fist appears over their head, nothing happens. So you gotta let it take time for the game to look at the thing and realize, oh, we're pointing at an enemy now. Okay, go into shooty bang bang mode.
Come over here.
One first aid kit. 2 wounded people. Who deserves it?
Yes, because you use up the entirety of the contents of a first aid kit when you give it to when you treat somebody with it.
Hope his boss will have more luck.
That's how first aid kits. That's how medicine. Well, given how fucking people treat medicine in this town at this time, that seems probably like, well, I used it. Now the rest of it's just dirty. You got to throw it away. Stop shutting the fucking door behind me.
Shit. They're going to the whaling station. I'd better hide and wait until they're gone.
I have this gun. I ain't gonna hide for shit. Fuck you. Got him. The upside is you don't even have to be, at all accurate. Like, that guy, I'm pretty sure I shot to the left of him and it still killed him, so fuck it.
Go get me a first aid kit. I might have something for you.
Here, take it.
Right. The entrance to the whaling station is behind the Hawkins warehouse.
Oh my god, I was just there. I was just fucking there. Why?
Go! Die!
Guess we can't get in through this way. Must be that locked door. Over here, then. Time to go shoot some cultists? Because fuck it, that's just what I do now? Well, no more shooty bang bangs for me.
It's happening. It's happening.
I have the right to eat it.
Okay. Okay, where's the fucking whaling station? Is this not... Did I not... Get... Cat, you failed me. Is this it? It's a shitload of cultists. This feels like it should be it. Shit! Down to my last bullet. Well, if that's it, then how the fuck am I supposed to get in there? If I had known that, I would have saved my ammo. Conserve it.
Damn it!
Are there more bullets to be found? Oh, fuck you. Alright, fine. I'm gonna have to assume then that it's either that's not it or there are more bullets somewhere. Because I have very little to go off of.
Damn it!
Okay, that guy saw me somehow from 3 buildings away. I would just love some more bullets, please, so I can go check out what those cultists are guarding. Because, you know what, that's gotta be it. That's the only place I haven't checked out, is behind those four dudes. Oh, fuck off. You also get hung up on anything. Like, for no goddamn reason. Yeah.
Show yourself.
Oh boy, the answer was nothing. There was nothing over here. Okay. Nothing over here. Great. So where the fuck?
I can't take anymore.
It's happening.
Oh, what's this? Is this it? Nonsense. Pierce crossed the docks. Eventually. Where old acquaintances and new faces meet their ends. All over the place, Leviathan slaves were wandering in search of a victim. After fighting his way through and after discovering the truth about the origin of the cult and its founders, Pierce finally reached the whaling station. He hopes to catch Sarah Hawkins before she does something bad. Ugh. There are only 14 chapters in this game, so we are coming up on the end, and honestly, at this point, I'm pretty thankful for that. Oh, this started out so good. What happened? What happened, game? Why you do this to me? Why you betray me like this? You better have a hell of a narrative payoff. Because gameplay-wise, this has turned to garbage.
Hither thou shalt be freed. Sarah is with those bastards. I gotta find her quick.
That was a total shift in your talking to yourself. Is that your points for that? Does it matter?
A rope and a hook. Could use that to hold the reservoir back.
Is that a thing we need to do?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Oh, good. All of them. These are the last entries of the pastor's wife. Her husband ordered his faithful to come together for the final ceremony in the honor of Leviathan. She fears that the pastor will ask them to sacrifice themselves to this abomination. She tried to escape. This is probably why her body was found in a cave under the mansion. Yeah, I think that might have been it. They might have done killed her. They might have done did that thing there. Yeah, I've barely used any of my skills the last couple fucking chapters.
I'll be lucky if it's still sharp enough.
Oh, good. Do I do a stabbing now?
Doesn't work. This handle moves the reservoir. If I can get some momentum, it might work as a ram.
Alright, well. He said we want to hold back the reservoir with that rope end hook. I don't know why. I guess... Oh. But I assume
This
it
should
has something...
stop the cart from moving.
something
This
to
should
do
help
with
me get the tank
momentum.
swinging. I need something to cut the rope to release the tank against the door.
Oh. Over here. Bong! I'm the Rube Goldberg of destruction. Oh, getting points. The beast in the cave? What? Enter the beast's den. Ooh, the beast. We have found the beast. What does it matter? These skills don't really matter anymore. They don't do anything. All this time I thought I was like building a character. Like, no. No. First, here, play as 3 other people. Now have a gun. That none of these things matter. Okay, fine. Fuck you. Oh, hey.
Sarah?
Well, hello. Answer your telephone.
Who is this? The quest for truth requires sacrifice. There's no room for compassion.
Who's there?
Your stubbornness at wanting to help others who would have deserted you is a weakness. Fate leads us inevitably to solitude, and in one's final moments, one is always alone.
Thanks, depressing voice in my head.
You can't escape it forever. It will always find its way. Damn.
Yep. Yeah, hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. Hey, take it easy on the glass. Okay.
Perfect.
Good, I finally had a lock to pick.
Learn to obey.
finally awake. How do you feel, Mr. Pierce?
Fuller! Son of a bitch! I'll kill you!
No, I'm not even really with you. Well, to be perfectly precise, I am with you. But not in this cell.
What have you done to me?
Me? Nothing, really. See, it's one of the exquisite effects of this incredible creature.
Leviathan!
I see you already know about it. Well, shall we begin?
Okay, so I guess Leviathan and Cthulhu are the same thing, just they didn't know its name, so they called it Leviathan because Bible. Take it. Take all the drugs. Fuck it. Drink all the green juice. Yum yum. Eat the weird meats.
Let me take a sample from you. Flesh, blood, spinal fluids. Don't fear. I created the mythological ichor from Leviathan's flesh. Who knows what I can make with you? I need your body for my research.
Yeah.
I killed him.
Good. Even though you had no more bullets in your gun. Your gun was out of bullets, but you shot him anyway. Leviathan put bullets in your gun.
Find the truth.
Truth bullets.
And be free.
Okay. Behind door number 1.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, well. I guess. The fuck? Okay. Let's try. You? All right. Some of these boards are not real. Some of them are. It's up to you to figure out which ones is which. Trial and error, kids. Fuck me. This is dumb. Did I go this way? Yeah. Alright, so. What do I use? Right. So then here, and then there, and then here, and then here? Son of a bitch! There. I've solved your fiendish puzzle. Oh, I guess you can see the path. Kind of? From here. Well, what happened there? Did I pick the wrong... I guess I turned the wrong dial? Oh my god! Okay, well then is there... Son of a bitch. Alright, I think it's the one on the far end. But even, it's like, it's hard to tell because they don't all necessarily, like the illusory ones don't all vanish. They kind of bleed out and sometimes they don't.
Nothing's happening.
Oh, good. The old invisible wall maze trick. How about if I don't look at it, it can't hurt me? Never mind. You're killing me, game. I don't really have enough of a perspective to tell. Like, I can see one of them. I think it. Is it this one? Okay. Fucking flood this whole goddamn state with gas. Boom! I kabooms the Cthulhu.
Here's Fitzroy.
Hey, you.
Time to hoist the white flag. We're not gonna hurt you.
Guy who was like present for a minute and then vanished from the rest of the game.
You think you're here of your own accord?
Stay back, or I'll put a bullet in your head.
Our supreme oracle has spoken. You will follow your destiny.
What?
In his awakening.
I see. You cannot escape my awareness. My follow your wanderings, your choices, your attempts to free yourself from destiny. But it is unavoidable. And as I predicted, you have come to free me. Awaken and call him.
Pierce finally met Leviathan in flesh and blood. The monstrous creature submitted him to a series of ordeals, at the end of which he decided that the detective was ready to face his destiny. Pierce blew up the whaling station, and after a final confrontation with Leviathan, he passed out. Pardon me. Final chapter.
The voice. I can't hear the voice anymore.
Trapped.
I am trapped.
Keep going.
Oh my God.
It's full of...
This way. Stand up. Walk.
You're an awful bossy voice in my head. Also, I thought you said you couldn't hear the voice anymore.
Is somebody there? Hey, who are you? Where am I?
You're in the underground cave system. We were here earlier. Oh no, we still are. No, we're still on the surface.
The miraculous catch was a trap. Leviathan wanted to be found. The miraculous catch
When
was
did the
a trap.
miraculous catch happen? I thought that was
Leviathan
back
wanted
like
to be
20, 30 years ago. Must have been more recent. It me. Oh, all of the madness is setting in at once. That was another thing. It kept telling me I was mad, but none of that was really doing anything.
It will soon be time, Pierce.
Either narratively or
None
mechanically.
of this is real. I saw you dead, as I see you now. Am I crazy too?
You survived. Don't you understand? You couldn't die. You will stay alive until you've fulfilled your destiny.
Destiny!
No.
Look at me. Look at me, Pierce. Dare tell me that you still don't believe it.
I don't. Cthulhu for talking.
When I was 8, my little brother fell from the apple tree. He was bleeding. I took care of him. That very day, I decided to become a doctor. I never reneged on my oath. That's what led me to Darkwater. The people here needed me. I died trying to save one of them. Help me give them a second chance. Embrace the power of this sleeping god.
Died so
You're out of your mind.
It's not just your life that is at stake. Many men and women have sacrificed themselves for this moment.
To the bitter end with
You
that.
will not deprive them of their hope of a better life.
I saw what Leviathan did to Fuller. We will all die like him.
His life was written well before it started. It was not predetermined that he lived to see the call. But you, yes. It is your destiny.
This painting. The investigation. I understand now. Like you, I was called here by a higher power.
Yes.
Higher power.
All your choices had the sole purpose of preparing you for the final decision.
I must make a choice.
Not just make a choice. The right choice.
Not yet, but soon. We have one more thing to accomplish.
What is it?
I must take you to Sarah Hawkins, our oracle.
Sarah, I feel her calling me. Let us not wait.
This also just seems to drop
Not yet.
achievements in like
You
at
have
random.
one
Like, what did I
last
get
thing
that
to
for?
accomplish.
No, please. I can't.
For talking to Marie?
Do you understand what it is?
But it dropped in the middle of the conversation for some reason.
Worry about your own.
No.
No one can fight their fate. Neither them nor you.
I've gone mad! Look at these bags under my eyes. They are madness luggage.
Shut up! Silence! Stop! Go away! Stop!
Don't resist, Edward. They're already dead. There's nothing you can do. Just give in.
What happened to me? Sarah. I must go to Sarah. She is the Oracle. She will know what to do.
Can't look at my stats either. Or my madness. Or any of my anythings. After a final confrontation, Pierce must go to Alabaster Point, where Sarah Hawkins is supposed to be waiting for him. There he must make decisions that could change the destiny of the world. of the whole world.
Reality as you know it stops here.
None of this makes sense.
Go! She is waiting.
What have they done to me?
Come on.
Oh!
You can do it, Edward.
Mr. Pierce. I was expecting you.
Fuller, you died in front of my eyes.
Don't jump to conclusions. Is there not the tiniest spark of a scientific mind inside of that detective skull of yours?
What abject substance did you use to turn her into an empty shell?
Abject substance? The serum extracted from Leviathan's oil bestows the power of life. To me, my body is nothing but the mortal vessel of my conscience. To you, it contains more answers and secrets than your insignificant mind can grasp.
My mind is significant. I'll show you how significant. It's so significant, it's the significantest.
You can barely stand up, and yet here you are. You never give up.
That is not you. Not anymore. Not since your disappearance on the docks.
Or maybe it always was, and she was lying to us from the beginning.
So easy to fool you. So eager to rush to the rescue of a woman in distress.
You won't make me regret having tried to save people. I did what I could. Even for Colden.
Your efforts to change your destiny, although in vain, make you worthy of the fate that is yours. The day has come. You will be asked to choose.
Choose.
Destiny. You forsook your right to a normal life the moment you chose power over humanity. No one wants to see
You were Squid
such
Man before I ever got to this fucking island. You can't blame me for this shit.
You don't have the slightest idea of what you speak, of what I've been through. I have sacrificed my life to the one who sleeps. My marriage, my family, my own flesh.
Unfortunate.
Why didn't Sarah choose me? Why is it your damn face on her painting?
But you already know it. I can see that you will make the right choice.
I don't know. I don't know.
Your fear of the unknown and your stupid pride cloud your judgment. Quit lying to yourself and embrace your destiny. It's not cowering that brought you those medals.
None of this is real. Trust your guts.
If nothing's real, what are you?
I am a projection of your mind. What remains of that instinct that pulled you out of the trenches.
Oh my god.
Don't listen to them.
They're too dangerous for your tired mind.
The different me's are talking to me.
I'm almost there.
Okay, so we are getting to the moment that I refer to when I'm reading or watching cosmic horror that I call the drop. This is the moment that makes or breaks the story a lot of the time. So I don't think this game is going to do it right, but it's possible. The drop is when you realize that everything is and always has been so far lost that you never stood a chance by a monumental scale. The image we're looking at right now conveys it better than anything in this game has done so far, because the fact that Cthulhu is that large at that distance, he does not care. There is nothing to be done. You are not even an ant scale wise. It doesn't give a shit. As a human, you are insignificant, and that moment usually comes either right at the end, like right before the climax, or if they're doing their jobs really well in the denouement, after you've won. Darkest Dungeon does a really great job of putting the drop after the final boss in a way that I really liked, which we'll get to in a couple of weeks. But for now, let's see if this game does it.
Here you are at last, Truth Seeker.
She was waiting for you.
Yep, that's me.
You were waiting for me.
Yes. When I finally discovered the truth, I knew you would come. All this time I was fighting it, afraid of what I might discover. But I was afraid of myself.
It's coming.
What did you learn?
Listen to me, Edward Pierce, as I will deliver the truth.
I'm not occulty enough, but I am Cthulhu photogony enough.
I have seen things. Strange and horrifying, but always true.
Will you trust my words?
Yes.
One man only, prepared by the trials and revelations, holds the power to change the world.
You still
because
have paint
I saw
on your
you
face.
in the dreams I share with my God. I recognize you for what you are, a truth seeker. One of the rare humans who is able to perceive fragments of his mind.
Yes, yes!
I feel the truth in your words.
Because it was written. Or, as I like to see it, painted on the canvas of fate.
Well, when there's only one option. Yeah, they seem to be playing with that concept of the drop as, like, manifestation of your destiny or your fate, which I think misses the point entirely. Like, it's not about you. It's never about you. It's never been about you or your entire race or species or whatever humans are. I'm still not sure how that categorization works.
Cthulhu,
Oh no. Character that the game actively tried to make me not give a shit about. Like, that I was trying to get invested in, and the game actively prevented that. I'm really kind of bummed about that. There he is. There's our boy.